Hey folks, we're back with the second half of my playthrough of King's Quest VI. So, let's see. We got the dagger from Celeste.
The small dagger is a gift from Lady Celeste. Its handle is decorated with precious gems set in a delicate feminine style.
And we got the holy water.
The small vial contains the oracle's sacred water.
Sacred water.
The water has a crystalline appearance.
Okay. I believe we have all we need now to go to the Isle of the Beast.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
And we have Isle of the Mists in our map right now, too.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation. Alexander feels his pockets carefully to...
Okay, there is something that I missed on the Isle of the Mists.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Just realized. Yeah, we want to go here first.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation. From the northeast come the sounds of mysterious drums and chanting. Alexander is standing on the beach of a shrouded island. From here, two paths lead into the island, one to the northwest and one to the northeast. Weird, gnarled trees and rolling mists add to the island's eerie atmosphere. From the east come the sounds of mysterious drums and chanting. Two paths end at a clearing here. A path to the south leads back to the beach, and a path to the east leads inland. Around the clearing is a village of tree houses. A communal fire pit occupies a place of honor in the center of the little village. The fire pit, naturally enough, contains coal. The coals are cold. That's odd, because Alexander definitely smells the smoke of an open fire close by. Alexander reaches into the fire pit and takes a lump of coal. A wooden-handled scythe hangs against a bearskin on one of the tree houses. Alexander takes the scythe. The scythe has a long, curved blade and a wooden handle.
What else did I get? Oh yeah, the coal.
Alexander has a pitch-black lump of coal that he found in the Isle of the Mists.
Okay, now we head back to the Isle of the Beast.
Alexander pulls... Alexander feels a...
So the backstory for the Isle of the Beast, this was originally called the Isle of the Forest. And then one night there was like a massive enchantment that spread over the island, and the forest got a lot thicker, and they heard the howls of the beast in the distance. Okay, we use the shield.
Alexander decides to pass through the gate, preparing the shield just in case. The magic arrow completely shatters the shield. Good thing the arrow didn't hit Alexander. Alexander walks forward to step onto the gazebo. But the rose hedges on either side of the path, sensing an intruder's presence, reach out their vines and blend together. The path is blocked. Flowering rose hedges grow on either side of the path winding north. Alexander takes a magnificent white rose from the rose hedges. The rose has a hue of the purest white. Alexander wields the scythe, determined to get past the magical rose hedges. The leaves fly as Alexander tries to cut the branches faster than they can grow back together. He sees light. He's through.
Who dares enter Beast's garden?
My name is Alexander. I didn't mean to disturb your private garden.
No. And yet, monsieur, you could hardly have accidentally broken through the 3 enchanted traps of the Isle of the Beast.
I suppose it is simply my nature to break through enchanted traps.
You must be a prince, then. I know the nature of princes all too well. This face you see before you is hideous, is it not?
Well, for the face of a beast, it is really quite noble.
Ha! I'm glad you like it, for you will soon own one just like it. I too was once a pretty prince, caring for nothing but adventuring and rescuing fair maidens. But I rankled one too many evil hags. One dark night, I was turned into this obscenity you see before you, warped in shape and trapped on this enchanted island over 100 years ago.
Surely there is a way off this island.
Oh, surely. You broke in, did you not? And yet think, where would I go clad so eloquently as I am with this silk and this pelt? You see, my prison is also my sanctuary. You are the first to break through the barriers in lo these many years. That is, except for the druids who stole my heirloom coat of arms.
Interesting.
If there's any way I can help.
Help? You? I'm afraid you don't understand. The enchanted barriers were a warning and protection for you more than for me. Your prize for forcing your way past them is to join me in this dire life. By the laws of this sorcery, you are doomed to be trapped in the form of a beast. Your reward for broaching this garden is to be my slave, a slave as beastly as I am. You have only a few hours of humanity left.
But that's not possible. There must be some way to break the enchantment. Spells always have a weakness somewhere.
The enchantment you are under is tied to my own. Oh, the sorceress left me a way out. But I'm afraid it was only her final bitter joke. You see, I need only find a maiden to join me here, to share my castle, my life, willingly. Take another look at me. You can't help but admire the hag's terrible cruelty and cunning.
I shall try to find such a maid, for Cassima's sake.
Truly? How determined of you. I personally would not waste my last few hours as a man on an impossible errand. However, you may do as you please. I give you this token. It's my family ring, and the only heirloom I have left. If perchance you should... if you think you have found a maid...
I shall give her this ring.
Yes, she must accept it of her own free will. By doing so, she accepts me. Not that you shall find anyone, mind you. Your time is short. Count the minutes on your fingers, while your fingers you have, pretty prince. Your master will await you.
Okay.
beast's castle seems forlorn and far from any human warmth. The hedge continues back towards the castle and forms what appears to be a maze. The path ends here at a circle of hedges.
Okay. Time to play the Beauty and the Beast story. And the music gives a hint where to look for her. It matches the tune near the house on the Isle of the Crown.
Alexander pulls out his magic map. Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation. Looking at the serving girl reminds Alexander of the years he spent as a slave under the evil wizard Mananan. He wishes there was some way he could help her. She looks very shy and nervous as she tends her roses.
Note the music is similar to the Beast's.
Good day, maid. My name is Alexander. How do you do?
I'm sorry, sir, but I'm not allowed to talk to strangers.
Show her the rose.
Pardon me, maid. I hope you don't think me forward, but I see that you like roses. I thought you might, perhaps, like a fresh white rose.
Alexander can see the conflict in the girl's pretty face as she fights between her distrust of him and her desire for the white rose. The rose wins.
Oh, I shouldn't, sir, but it is so lovely. I've never seen a rose of white. It looks so pale and delicate. Wherever did you find one of such a color?
There are many hedges of them on the Isle of the Beast, and they grow together like magic.
Oh, truly? What an adventure that must be to see them. But I should not speak so, especially to a stranger. Thank you for the rose, though, kind sir.
Okay, let's keep trying.
Do you live in this house, maid?
Well, my stepmother and her children live here. I live out back in the stables.
Your stepmother? Then you're not a... well, I thought you were,
A servant? I am, I suppose. You see, my mother died and my father remarried. He passed on shortly afterwards. My stepmother has no obligation to feed and clothe me. I only try to repay her for my upkeep as best I can.
I see.
Oh yeah, the Beast gave me his ring.
Beast's ring is made of pure, heavy gold and bears an insignia possibly related to Beast's princely past. Alexander has a thought about the serving girl. He decides to bring up the subject of Beast with her.
Let me tell you about the place where the white roses grow. The Isle of the Beast is an enchanted place. There's a path running through a deep forest. The path crosses 3 magic blockades, set to keep all visitors away. At the center lives a tremendous beast.
Really? Magic blockades? How exciting! What kind of a beast? Is it very terrifying and ferocious?
It is a beast that walks on 2 legs and dresses like a prince. It speaks with the voice of a man.
A beast that talks and wears clothes? How is that possible? Is the beast magic too?
Not magical, enchanted. Beast was once a prince, but a witch trapped him in the form of a beast and set him on the island. There he lives in a castle in the midst of a maze.
How terrible! Imagine how lonely he must be.
It is a very lonely prospect, isn't it? Oh, I have met him, you see. He is indeed ferocious, but who would not be?
He really exists? Oh, how it breaks my heart. If I could, I would tend to such a beast. Such a beast might find comfort in a kind face. Do you not think it so?
Oh, I think it's so. I very much think it's so. You would not be afraid of him?
Afraid? Maybe at first. But how silly of me to speak so. The roses in this little yard are the only magic I will ever see.
I could take you there. In fact, I would owe you my life if you would go. If you truly wish to go.
You are serious? I could leave here? Oh, I have always dreamt of leaving. But to actually go... This is the only home I have ever known.
Home is a hard place to leave, even if you're unhappy there.
But I will go. If I can help him, I must go.
Is there nothing you wish to take with you?
There is nothing.
Then take this ring. It is his. He will be pleased if you would wear it.
Why, it's the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. Thank you kindly, sir.
Beauty! Where do you think you're going?
To a place where roses grow, and to someone who truly needs me.
I see you wear my ring. You willingly agreed to spend your life here with me? Do you know what that means?
Yes, my lord, I do. I have been touched by your story.
Pity alone need not sentence you to endure this face.
Oh, but it is a gentle face, and kind.
You look at me so sweetly and are not repulsed. Oh, by the light of your eyes, my spirit soars. The enchantment! It is broken!
I am pleased to have served you, my lord. Do you still wish me to stay?
What? Speak not such nonsense, Beauty. Do you think that I learned nothing of true love during my time here? You are my queen.
Oh, my clothes! This gown!
How well it suits your noble heart.
Alexander, how can I ever repay you? I have nothing to offer except my gratitude. But please, take these old clothes. Perhaps you'll find someone in need during your travels.
You have already repaid me by your example of courage, Beauty. And by your friendship, I hope.
You will always have our friendship and loyalty, Prince Alexander. But from a fellow adventurer, take some advice. If you find your true love, protect her with your life. We're all beasts without the redeeming humanity of love. And to aid you, accept my mirror. Now that my life is no longer hung in false shadows, I have no need for it. Give it to someone with nothing to fear from the truth it reveals.
Thank you. I wish you both well.
Come, Beauty. Let me take you home.
I like how the music changes when you unite them. Okay. We have some magic spells to prepare. We also got this mirror.
Beast's mirror consists of a piece of glass set into a decorative frame. The glass is unusually clear, and the image particularly true.
So,
Alexander is
looking at the spell book. We want the Make Rain spell. So we got the salt water on the Isle of Wonder. We have the vial of sacred water, and we need falling water.
Alexander pours the contents of the oracle's vial into the hunter's lamp with the baby's tears. The vial, now empty,
The vial disintegrates. That's interesting. Alright. And falling water.
Alexander doesn't need to do that. Alexander fills the hunter's lamp to the brim with the fountain water. Alexander is carrying an old, battered hunter's lamp. The lamp contains sacred water, baby's tears, and fountain water.
Alright, now we cast the incantation.
Alexander prepares to enchant the hunter's lamp with the Make Rain spell incantation.
Clouds of thunder, shafts of light, come and sup with me tonight. Waters 3 have I for tea, brew a tempest now for me.
The lamp in Alexander's hand gives a little perk. He hopes the spell works despite his makeshift teapot.
Another rose.
Alexander takes a magnificent white rose from the rose.
And we also got these robes.
Beauty's old clothes are very ragged and heavy. They consist of a long, thick dress and a headpiece which covers the hair and most of the face.
Okay, so something that the Oracle alluded to was that we have these two paths before us, and there are two ways into the castle. I'm going to do the first way just initially to demonstrate what it's like. We'll get to explore some parts of the castle that we can't with the second way, but that doesn't give us the most optimal ending or a chance at max points. So I'll complete the game with the other method instead. But first I have another spell ingredient we need to collect.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Okay, we want to go to Isle of Wonder.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation. There's a small bottle on the coffee table. It bears a label that reads, "Drink me." Alexander picks up the bottle.
So, I think the only way you... Whoop.
Those snapdragons don't like Alexander getting
Didn't
so
expect
close.
that. The only way to know what that does is to actually use it. And it makes you fake dying, basically. It stops your heart. But we have to save it for the right moment.
Your Highness may as well spend her royal time contemplating something else. The lump of coal shall be sent to the Castle of the Crown under my name, and that's all there is to it.
No, it shan't.
Yes, it shall.
If the coal is sent in your name, I shall royally decree a ban on all red on this isle.
You do, and I shall royally decree that white shall be henceforth used for all mopping up of cabbage stew.
You wouldn't dare
Oh, wouldn't I?
Oh, it's you! Have you thought of any more of those brilliant ideas of yours?
We have another lump of coal.
I found the two of you another lump of coal so that you can stop fighting over the one you have.
Oh, let me see! A lump of coal! And what a beauty it is, too! Oh, marvelous! Now we can stop fighting, sister. Your Highness can just keep the old lump of coal, and I'll take this new one.
Quite right. That settles everything.
As a token of our endless esteem and royal favor, please accept this magnificent and truly incredible spoiled egg.
Thanks.
Well,
Let me see that lump of coal, Your Highness.
It is a beauty, isn't it?
Why, it's bigger than my lump of coal. Let me have it immediately.
Over my dead body, Your Highness. It's my lump of coal, and it is indeed larger and much grander. Just look at that sheen.
I demand you exchange with me immediately.
so we need the rotten egg for one of our spells, so that's good.
Those snapdragons don't like Alexander getting so close.
All right. And back to the Isle of the Crown.
Alexander pulls out his magic map. Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Okay.
The spoiled egg has a slightly yellowed shell that bulges in spots from the pressure of the gases inside.
Oh, lovely.
The little bottle contains some sort of potion and bears a label saying, "Drink me." That's rather forward of it. Alexander doesn't want to. There's no reason. Alexander holds out the rose, hoping that the bird will deliver it to Cassima. The nightingale takes the rose and heads for the castle once more.
A white rose, how beautiful. It must be from Alexander. How I wish that I could see him with my own eyes, but Abdul will never allow it. He only risks capture by sending me these things, dear to my heart though they are. Fly elsewhere, my pretty friend. Do not endanger Prince Alexander again by taking tokens from his hand. Forgive me, Alexander, and forget me. I cannot return your love, for fear that I shall never leave this castle again.
Alexander waits in vain for Cassima's nightingale to return, but the bird does not. Could there be something wrong? Or does Cassima simply not welcome his attentions further?
Well, I think you're still stuck with me, Princess. And it's not like I can go anywhere else anyway.
Alexander doesn't remember that sign being on the wall before. He decides to take a closer look. It's a proclamation. It reads, "Citizens rejoice, announcing the royal wedding and coronation of Vizier Abdul al-Hazred and Princess Cassima. For reasons of security, the wedding will not be open to the public. Long live the new king and queen of the land of the Green Isles. Alexander feels his stomach turn at the thought of the dread event. If he doesn't do something soon, Cassima will be another man's wife.
Good day, Prince Alexander.
Okay, we gotta put on a bit of a show for our genie friend.
Alexander suddenly gets a very sneaky idea.
I can't go on anymore. Without Cassima, I'd just rather not live.
Prince Alex, no!
It's true. The Vizier has beaten me. I give up. Poison is my last resort.
Stop!
I am no more.
Oh, what a waste. The poor young fool.
He's dead. He's dead. Wait until Abdul hears. He'll be so pleased.
Seconds later, in the castle.
I told you not to pop in like that. You can learn to knock like everybody else. Sorry, Master. I couldn't help myself. I have great news. Well, what is it? Prince Alexander is dead. He killed himself in despair over losing Cassima. What? Are you positive? That young man has proven to be most devious. I saw the whole thing myself, Master. He was really and truly quite dead. If what you say is true, it shall be most convenient. You've spent enough time on that little irritant. We must start thinking about the wedding. Anything, Master. Oh, I do love weddings. Well, we do want you to look your prettiest, don't we? Now, Shamir Shamazel, to the lamp with you. Prepare yourself, as we discussed.
And that gives you a nice view of what his lamp looks like.
Alexander's heart lurches to life in his chest.
Prince Alex! But you were...
Sorry, friend. I was doing a little acting, I'm afraid.
Ah, of course, the strange cloaked man. You are quite clever, and a bit too exciting for an old man.
Okay. So, at this point, if I were going to try to finish the game using that first path that I mentioned earlier, then I would need to make a couple quick preparations here.
Old lamps for new. Old lamps for new.
But instead, I'll just head into the castle now, and we can restore back to this point. We're not going to finish the game that way because it's not the complete ending, but it is one possible solution.
Old lamps for new. Old lamps for new.
And if I did that, I would have to exchange the hunter's lamp for the lamp that looks like the genie's lamp over here. But we're going to come and do that later. We got all of our make rain spell ingredients in there.
A group of serving women approach the castle.
Ah, Wolf. More serving women. The castle staff is certainly busy today.
Aye, Gruff. Get a move on there, wenches. There's plenty of work left to do before the wedding.
Yes, Sergeant Gruff.
Those serving wenches are always late.
Alright, we'll save here. And this is the alternate method to get into the castle.
Taking his cue from the serving women he's seen enter the castle, Alexander decides to try a few alterations to make himself more acceptable to the guards. He ducks into the little hut to put on Beauty's clothes. Feeling a little foolish, Alexander slips Beauty's old slave clothes on over his own. Imagine if Cassima saw him like this.
Well, here we go.
You there! Girl! You're late! Get a move on before the Vizier sees you!
Yes.
Yes, sir.
The castle guards lock the main entrance doors behind Alexander. From the open door comes the clatter of pots and pans, yelled instructions, and other busy kitchen noises.
Girl, don't just stand there. There's a stack of silver almost to the ceiling that needs polishing for the wedding. Get a move on!
Phew. I can't afford to get caught up in that mess. I'd never find Cassima.
Whoa! Alexander runs right into a guard dog patrol.
That's the wrong side. This is the side we gotta go to. As you can see, both their backs are facing us.
Caller, I'll be glad when this wedding is over. Bay, I'm getting mighty tired of this patrol. It's wearied me to the bones.
I couldn't agree with you more, Wolf. Who'd have thought we'd ever have to listen to Princess Cassima crying all day long and be ordered to ignore it yet?
Something sticks in my craw about the whole thing. The Vizier says that the princess is not herself. Says she's half mad with grief over her parents' death. I can see it, the poor mite. But still.
I agree. It seems cruel to lock her up when she's so heartbroken. Let her out in the fresh air, I say. It'll do her a world of good.
Aye. Well, she insisted on the mourning period, and it's up today. Thank the stars.
It's too bad we couldn't find that nightingale of hers. The Vizier says she's been pining for it.
Humph. If I had an ounce of luck, I'd have found it weeks ago. Not only would it cheer up the princess, but the reward the Vizier's offered for it would make me pretty happy too, doggone it.
Oh, well, our luck will definitely be out if the Vizier catches us snapping our jaws at our post.
Sorry, Wolf. I'll keep my muzzle shut.
So at this point, we would have to have the nightingale.
Alexander hears the guard's footsteps pause for a moment, then start up again. They must have turned at the end of the hallway and be on their way back towards the stairs. The guards pass the pillar, and Alexander sighs in relief. Phew, they didn't see him. The guards turn around at the staircase and head back.
So we would need the mechanical nightingale to proceed any further, because they would see it and they would walk away, and then we can
That was a close one.
take the picture down, get the nail, and use that to pick some locks. But we're going to restore at this point, because this is not the way that we want to complete the game. We're going for full completion, and to do that we want to solve a few other problems first. So we're going to take a look at the map.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Go to the Isle of Mists.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Great gods, did you see that? The man just appeared from nowhere.
Perhaps he was sent by the spirits. I see no boat.
He is an intruder, no matter how he got here. Grab him!
Not again. Look, I'll leave. It's no problem.
I think not. Let's go.
Alexander is frozen at the spectacle before him. Robed figures are gathered around a bonfire. Some mystical ceremony is taking place, but as to its purpose, Alexander has no clue.
We found a trespasser on the beach, Archdruid.
Uh-oh. Archdruid. Now what has Alexander wandered into?
This must be the foreigner we were warned about. How appropriate that he should come during our rain festival. Place him in the sacrificial cage.
Wait! I must rescue the princess!
There's an ancient druid saying, a man who would save others must first save himself.
Alexander is pushed
Sacrificial
into the confining
cage.
wicker cage.
Doesn't sound great.
And the cage is swung out over the bonfire. Alexander starts to feel a little warm.
A little warm.
The bottom of the cage is getting uncomfortably hot. This cage is really hot. Fire in the cage. Alexander pulls out Beauty's old slave clothes, desperate to beat out the flames. The flame is extinguished, but the clothes themselves burn to cinders. Alexander won't be able to keep the cage from igniting for long. The heat and movement must have jarred something. Something that Alexander's carrying is starting to jiggle around. Egad, something's really percolating. The water in Alexander's lamp is hot. It's just about boiling. Alexander feels a drop. It starts to rain.
That man is a powerful nature wizard. By the sacred oak, let him down!
Later, after a short but furious thunderstorm.
I must apologize for our rude welcoming committee. We've been feeling inhospitable ever since the winged ones stole our sacred miniature oak tree. Besides, Vizier Al-Hazred sent a message that we were to watch out for a highly dangerous foreign assassin. I assume you are the one he meant.
I'm sure I'm precisely who he meant. I assure you, I mean to harm no one, unless that person threatens the princess. I'm sorry to have disrupted your ceremony, but I'm running out of time.
What is it that you seek?
The oracle on the Isle of the Sacred Mountain told me I should speak to you about the realm of the dead. She told me of 2 souls in unrest there that I might be able to free.
Free souls in the realm of the dead? You're mad.
The the souls might be able to help me on my mission to save the princess. It's imperative that I do everything I can. The risks are not important.
No. And yet getting yourself killed will hardly help the princess. But I will tell you what I know. Legend has it that it is the right of any human to challenge the Lord of the Dead in order to save his own life or the life of another already past. But the knowledge of how to do this was lost centuries ago. I have only heard of one who tried it. A young knight who came to the land of the Green Isles from a distant land long ago. According to the story, he was determined to challenge the Lord of the Dead for the soul of his dead lover. It is said that he tamed the Lord of the Dead's horse, a black-winged, demon-hearted beast named Nightmare. Nightmare sometimes flies to the human world to feed on certain noxious plants. Those unfortunate enough to see her are glad to escape with their very souls intact. Somehow, the knight captured Nightmare and rode off on her back, supposedly to the realm of the dead. But neither the knight nor his lover ever returned. If there was a means for challenge, it was lost with the night.
I see. Can you tell me anything about the Lord of the Dead?
Ah, that is a blacker matter still. To the druids, he is Samhain, lord of coldness and despair. Samhain was once a man like you or I, but he insulted the gods and was sentenced to rule the underworld. Immortal he is, and mateless. Robbed of sleep, robbed of movement, robbed of companionship. It is said that he hates all mortals even more for the mortality that he lost. That is all I know.
Interesting. I shall remember.
Now look how the oak embers of our bonfire still glow hot despite the rain. If you're bent on your course, you'll need courage that's just as impervious to the chill. May your luck last longer than your storm, brave one.
May it indeed. Thank you, Archdruid.
Okay, some great info here. So, the druids also say the Winged One stole something from them, but more importantly, we know it's possible to travel to the realm of the dead if we find Nightmare.
Alexander is standing in the Druids' circle of giant stones. The rain festival has ended, and the Druids have returned to their village to sleep. The bonfire still smolders in the center of the circle.
Alright, we need to get some things here.
Alexander scoops up some of the red-hot embers in the ancient human skull.
This is, oh, look at that. It's glowing.
Alexander is carrying a human skull filled with embers. The embers are glowing with heat.
So this is part of this, charming a creature of the night. So we'll have to try to capture and ride Nightmare. Skull full of hot oak embers, a bit of sulfur, that's from our rotten egg, and a strand of pure-hearted maiden's hair, which Cassima has fortunately given us. So, what else was the the thing? Egg. Here we go.
Alexander cracks the spoiled egg and dumps it into the skull containing the embers. The spoiled egg hisses as it makes contact with the hot embers. Sounds the steam. Phew, the smell of sulfur.
And the hair.
Alexander puts the strand of hair into the skull containing the embers and the spoiled egg.
And now we can cast the spell. right. In presence of creature, speak incantation. Okay. Okay.
Alexander pulls out his magic map. Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation. Alexander arrives at the top of the cliffs, somewhat winded after his long but uneventful climb. A mighty winged horse, the color of midnight, is feeding from the nightshade bush. The creature must be Nightmare, the one the Druids spoke about.
Okay.
Alexander is carrying a human skull filled with oak embers, a strand of hair, and a spoiled egg. The embers are glowing hot. A foul, sulphurous-smelling steam rises from the spoiled egg and embers mixture.
All right, let's cast our spell.
Alexander opens the bargain book.
Wrong book.
Phew.
This is another awesome tune here. Alright, let's cast it.
Alexander solemnly speaks the incantation over the skull.
Creature of night, to me succumb. Fire and brimstone leave thee numb. Purity bind thee like a chain, to do whate'er I now ordain.
Nightmare flares her nostrils at the scent of the fire and brimstone.
That's it. Come on. I need passage to your homeland, fiery one.
Unable to resist the power of the enchanted smell, Nightmare approaches Alexander. Her eyes appear glassy and sightless. In her hypnotized state, she is unaware of the humans so close to her flank, or of anything at all except that marvelous smell.
Now ride!
Nightmare deposits Alexander on a strange, cold world. And some of the inhabitants don't look too friendly.
I think we need to stay away from the wandering ghosts and zombies.
Alexander is standing on the surface of the realm of the dead. The barren, surreal landscape is cold and gray. Twisted shapes loom on the horizon. The surface is haunted by the ghoulish shapes of the undead and by the chained, tormented spirits of mortals unable to rest in peace.
I want to talk to these two.
Alexander hesitates to break the mournful, heavy atmosphere by speaking aloud.
Who are you, grieving spirits?
I am Queen Ilaria of the land of the Green Isles, and this beloved spirit is my husband, King Caliphan. We were murdered in our beds by our trusted Vizier. Like a viper, he snuck in during the night and stabbed us in our sleep. Now my husband's soul is broken, and he will not speak.
Then you are the ones I seek. Are you not the parents of Princess Cassima?
Our daughter! Have you news of the princess?
I know that she is alive and safely back in her kingdom after being rescued from Mordak. But I'm afraid I have not personally seen her. Alhazred is keeping her in her room in mourning for you.
I am glad to hear of her return, but she will not be safe alone with that devil. Oh, that we could be there to protect her.
Cassima, how I fail thee.
My poor husband will never rest while our murder goes unavenged and our daughter is in danger.
I came to take you back with me. Your people are still loyal to you. They need to know about the Vizier. Cassima needs you too.
But this is the realm of the dead. We cannot leave it. Nor, for that matter, can you. The only one who might be able to return us all to the land of the living is the Lord of the Dead. But he would never help us. He has no mercy.
I might be able to convince him. I must try.
Then take this. It is my ticket to the underworld. There you will find the Lord of the Dead. I cannot use the ticket as long as I'm chained here. And if we cannot be avenged, I will never be unchained.
Thank you. Perhaps it will save us all.
Be careful, young man. If you can ease my husband's torment and help our daughter, we will be most grateful.
I will do my best. Goodbye, Queen Ilaria.
So she gave me the ticket. There it is.
The ghostly ticket reads, Admit 1. The spirit of a woman hangs like a puff of smoke in the air. She is weeping and appears to be very distressed about something.
Why do you not rest, sad spirit?
Rest? I cannot rest. My son is lost.
Lost? You mean in this realm?
No. His spirit is stuck in the land of the living, probably looking for me. But I cannot leave to go show him the way. My poor Ali.
Is there anything I can do?
Take this handkerchief. If you get back to the land of the living and find him, tell him that his mother is waiting for him here. By this kiss, he'll be able to find his way to the realm of the dead.
I'll do my best to find him.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, my Ali.
The surface of the realm of the dead feels even more oppressive here. A path leads to an ominous-looking skull that looms in the distance. The surface is haunted by the ghoulish shapes of the undead and by the chained, tormented spirits of mortals unable to rest in peace. The skeleton to the left of the path hands something to the spirits that approach the underworld entrance.
Ticket, please. Next.
A large key ring containing a skeleton key hangs from the waist of the skeleton to the left of the path. A uniformed skeleton stands guard at the entrance to the underworld. He takes something from the passing spirits and then waves them on into the underworld.
So when we die, this is the screen that we come to enter the underworld. Obviously now we're alive.
Might I get one of those tickets?
The skeleton with the tickets must not approve of Alexander's less than ghostly looks. He refuses to give him a pass. Alexander picks up the two bones on the ground. Now what do these bones remind him of?
Ah, yes. Now I remember.
The skeletons are overcome with the musical call of the bones. They begin to jiggle, then to dance.
It's kind of a silly thing to do in the realm of the dead. It like totally breaks the dark, oppressive atmosphere, but not completely, because you realize you're still looking at bones.
Alexander finishes his tune, and the skeletons resume their posts. Despite their frolic, they don't seem any friendlier. A key made of bone has fallen from the skeleton's keyring, and now lies on the ground. Alexander picks up the skeleton key. Alexander is carrying the Mother Ghost's translucent handkerchief. The skeleton key is made out of small bones.
I don't remember where we used that yet, but we'll find out soon enough, I'm sure.
Ticket, please.
Oh, guess I can't try to walk past him.
I have a ticket.
Go on. Next.
Alexander is standing inside the underworld. Organic walls form an oppressive passageway from which a spiraling path emerges and descends into the darkness. Far below, the surface of a black, glassy river eerily reflects the glow of flickering torches. An ebony mass of liquid flows below the path. It must be the river Styx.
Whoa.
Apparently, Alexander's not the only one who's curious about the body on the path. A knight's remains lie abandoned on the path. The knight, like Alexander, must have been alive when he entered the underworld, but for some reason he never reached his destination. Alexander wonders if this is the knight the druid spoke of. The knight is wearing an old, tattered ribbon. It must have once meant much to him as a sign of his lady's favor. The knight is wearing one black gauntlet. There appears to be some writing on the gauntlet, but Alexander can't quite make out what it says. Alexander takes the knight's black gauntlet and examines the writing on it. Flesh may cross the portal and seek its master, death. Flesh may go where death is trod, and challenge, like Scheherazade, he who reigns beneath the sod to spare a mortal's breath. Zounds, that sounds serious.
I mean, we're in the land of the dead, so everything's pretty serious right now.
Alexander slips off the path and
Oh,
plunges into the river Styx. As soon as the water touches his skin, Alexander's mind and body go numb. He sinks like a lifeless stone.
Tickets only. Next.
Hey, what a...
Alright, let's see if we can be careful not to fall. There we go.
Charon stands in his boat, eternal ferryman of the dead. Alexander can't quite make out what's under Charon's cowl, and he's not sure he would want to. The spirits of the newly deceased make their final journey into the depths of the underworld.
This is where we get the river Styx water.
Alexander scoops a little of the river Styx into the teacup with the swamp ooze, being careful not to get any of the black water on his skin.
And the coins. Oops.
Will these coins do as fare for passage?
Charon accepts the fare and waves Alexander onto the boat.
Just musing here, I imagine developing an afterlife is a tough thing to conceptualize for a game world. Like, as a player, if it's too over the top or you start analyzing how it works, it can break your immersion. In this case, they seem to draw influences from multiple sources for the underworld. Charon and Styx obviously being from Greek mythology. The name Samhain is Celtic. I'm not sure where the whole organic aesthetic originated from.
A tortured path has grown up from the depths of the river Styx. The path leads to a heavy wooden gate. The large wooden gate at the end of the path is closed. Alexander is standing on a path in front of a large gate. The path is surrounded by the chilly river Styx. Charon, the ferryman, is gone. Alexander has the feeling that he's close to his destination, that it must in fact lie on the other side of the gate.
Yep.
Alexander reaches out to open the gate. Suddenly, the wood trembles beneath his fingertips.
That's freaky looking.
What touch has awakened my sleep? I smell the blood of a mortal. Reach out thine hand again, fleshy human, that I might devour it. It has been centuries since I last ate.
Despite his fear, Alexander summons his bravest voice to command the living gate.
I would pass, gate. I have business with your master.
My master and thine, human. I would be pleased to introduce thee. Only step forward and thou shalt meet him shortly.
No, thank you. I come to meet the Lord of the Dead with my flesh still intact.
And why should I let you pass, human, when I would much rather eat you?
I have been told that there is a way for humans to enter Death's realm. There must be something I can do. Some task that will allow me to pass through your doors, gate.
I seem to recall something. A trick. Perhaps a test. Ah, yes. Should a human try to pass, a riddle is gate's wont to ask.
A riddle it is, then.
And if thou wouldst fail to answer gate, his thirsty jaws will be thy fate.
Agreed.
Listen as though it meant thy life then, human, for it surely does. My first is foremost legally. My second circles outwardly. My third leads all in victory. My fourth twice ends a nominee. My whole is this gate's only key.
My first is foremost legally. My second circles outwardly. My third leads all in victory. My fourth twice ends a nominee. My whole is this gate's only key.
So the key to this riddle is to examine what it says about the words and not like the words themselves, the sentences themselves don't have direct meaning. But foremost legally, the first letter in legally is L. Circles outwardly, the circle is O. leads victory V, twice ends nominee E, right? So it's love. And that was the riddle answer that we had taken out of the spider's web.
The answer is love.
Ah, thou traitor of the mortal plane! How didst thou guess love? That riddle should never have been solved. Love is unknown in this realm.
Love cannot be banished, even from this place. There are spirits still pining of it on the surface above. Still less can it be banished from my heart.
Enough! Burden me not with thy poetry. Pass through, and quickly, before I change my mind.
Excuse me, I'd like an audience, please.
The shrouded guards escort Alexander to the throne of the Lord of the Dead.
Why have you entered my domain, still wearing your flesh? If you are so anxious for death, you might have found it easily enough in the land of the living. But since you are here, you are most welcome to stay. Kiss my hand, and you will be one with the spirits. There will be no pain.
The Lord of the Dead is a huge, grotesque figure. He and his throne are one, grown together over the centuries till he can no longer move. Chains further bind him, pinning him to his endless, weighty task. If he was once human, as the Druids claimed, Alexander can see no sign of it in his merciless, fathomless eyes.
I seek a boon, my lord.
Why should death grant you anything, mortal?
Right? So this is where we proverbially and physically throw down the gauntlet.
I did not come here to die, but to demand my right of challenge. I respectfully challenge thee, death, by throwing down this gauntlet. Man may pass the portal and seek its master, death. Man may pass where death has trod, and challenge like Scheherazade, he who reigns beneath the sod, to spare a mortal's breath.
He has the gauntlet!
Impossible! He challenges death. Who are you to challenge death?
A man of flesh is all I need to be, my lord.
And what is it that you seek with this challenge? The soul of some dead maiden?
I seek the souls of King Caliphim and Queen Ilaria of the land of the Green Isles.
You would save 2 human souls and emerge alive from this realm yourself? That shall be a difficult challenge indeed. The tomb does not open its doors lightly.
Either all 3 of us leave, or none go.
Very well. Then let me think of an appropriate task. Ah, yes, I have it now. Your challenge is this. For thousands of years, I have sat upon this throne. I have heard every sad tale that can be told by human lips. I have seen tragedies that ended empires, injustices that defy reason, love that would light the very stars turn cold and hard. I have seen torments that cannot possibly be borne, and yet must be for centuries. This thing I have never done. I have never shed a tear. Make me cry, thou man of flesh. That is my challenge.
Make death cry?
Sooner could he turn sea to stone, or fire to ice.
Quite the challenge. Fortunately,
Beast's mirror consists of a piece of glass set into a decorative frame. The glass is unusually clear, and the image particularly true.
provide an image of his true self.
If your existence has been all that you say it has, then truth alone shall be my sword.
The mirror's surface swirls with darkness for a moment, then fills with images even blacker. Reflections of despair, of wailing souls, of shackles colder and more immutable than any forged by man, of a world of thirsts that can never be quenched. Alexander feels the mirror tremble in his grasp, and is glad that he cannot see its face. But the Lord of the Dead is transfixed to the mirror, to the screening of his life. Things long forgotten are once more uncovered. His enslavement to this throne while still a man, the years of watching misery and horror and growing ever more numb to it, the seep of his own humanity, the slow growth of a new thing altogether which became that which he is now. His is an existence that has no possibility of redemption, no end. The surrounding spirits draw away in pain. The truth is so sharp it stabs, so intense it sears.
Take it away. Make it stop.
The mirror of truth cracks from the strain, and death sheds a single gray tear.
Truth is indeed a terrible thing. I have worn this mantle for so long, I had forgotten its dreadful weight. You shall take the souls and leave as I agreed. You have been granted a stay from this inevitable reality. I almost envy you. Find the souls he has claimed, and bring them to me. King Caliphim and Queen Ilaria, I presume. Your hero has won you a few more years of mortality. May your souls be more prepared for their rest when you return.
Thank you, my lord. I hope that they will.
And you, man of flesh, my steed shall take the three of you back to the land of the living. Tell her where it is you wish to go. Until we meet again, then, I assure you, we will meet again.
No offense, my lord, but I hope that will be many long years from now.
It is never as long as you might wish, mortal. Now, begone.
Yes, my lord.
Back to the Sacred Mountain. Oh.
Are you coming, Majesty?
El-Hazred's treachery must be handled carefully, Alexander. Alari and I must go gather our allies and form a plan. Watch over Cassima. Make sure she comes to no harm. We will return as soon as we can to take back all that has been stolen from us.
I will keep her safe until your return.
Thank you, son. Your love for our daughter must be deep indeed for you to have undertaken death itself for our sakes.
Indeed. May we succeed in what awaits us, and live long together as a family.
Hey. Before we head into the castle, we have a few tasks that we need to take care of. So, I want to trade the hunter's lamp.
There's no reason to...
Excuse me, peddler, but I have an old lamp that might interest you.
Ah, an old lamp. And what a nice traditional design, too. Take your pick of my new lamps.
And this is the one that looked like the genie's lamp.
Ah, a fine choice, my son. Here is your new lamp. Good day, and I thank you, sir.
Good day.
Drat, another dud.
Good day, Prince Alexander.
The counter feels...
So we want to trade in... What do we have? Tinderbox.
Would you mind if I traded this in?
Of course, Prince Alex. Please choose something in exchange for the items on the counter.
Alexander looks closely at the items on the counter to make his selection.
I think I'd like the painter's brush.
Paintbrush.
Very good, Prince Alex. The painter's brush it is. May your painting go well. Feel free to bring back the brush at any time.
Thank you.
Hello. I will be right up. Now, what can I do for you?
Thought Jalo would be here, but I guess we don't have anything to do here anymore. Okay, to the castle. Don't mind me as I just slip on past and go to the side.
The side of the castle is one big blank wall. Alexander is standing next to the side wall of a castle. Unlike the well-guarded castle entrance, this area is deserted. Perhaps the guards are confident that the wall itself is impregnable enough to stop any would-be intruders.
Okay. We have the magic paint spell. We have the swamp ooze that we added the river Styx water to. And we have the black horse feather. Stir with horse feather, apply to blank surface with artist brush, and then speak incantation over the painting. Okay. So let's stir.
Alexander dips the large black feather into the teacup and stirs the contents gently. To his amazement, the jet-black color of the feather slowly drains from end to tip into the teacup. The teacup mixture blackens and thickens to a paint-like consistency. Alexander carefully puts it away, discarding the drained feather.
Okay. Let's dip the paint.
To paint something, Alexander must first choose a location where he wants to paint.
Okay.
The paint can then be used on that location.
Paint here.
Feeling artistically inspired, Alexander decides to make use of the large blank castle wall. Ah, a doorway. Just what Alexander was thinking this wall needed. The painted door does...
I have to go into the spell book, that's right.
With trepidation, Alexander gathers his strength for the enchantment of the painted door. Magic paint, black as ink, bring to life what I think, make it real what I draw, according to this spoken law. The spell worked. The door has magically solidified. Eager to be inside the castle at last, Alexander opens the enchanted door and steps inside. The magic paint door fades back into the wall. So much for an easy exit. The castle basement is cool after the heat of the day. The arched domed ceilings add to the sense of spaciousness in the wide corridors. On the east wall are 3 dungeon doors. This is the west basement hallway. Alexander opens the dungeon door and slips inside.
Mother? Mother, where are you?
It's the ghost child.
What's the matter, little boy?
I'm lost. I can't find my mother. I don't know why she would just leave me here. I've been alone ever so long. Mother? Mother, where are you?
All right. Give him the handkerchief.
You must be the son of the spirit I met in the realm of the dead. She gave me this handkerchief and asked me to tell you that she's waiting for you there.
It's Mama's. It even smells like her. I can feel her now. I know where to go.
Wait. Before you go, is there anything you can tell me about the castle?
I like to play in secret places. In the basement behind the Man of Steel is a door. Nobody except me knows it's there anymore. Farewell.
Okay.
The castle basement is cool after the heat of the day. On the east wall is a door, and on the west wall, a staircase leads upward. This is the east basement hallway. There's a door. Alexander decides to find out what's on the other side of that door.
Prince
we go.
Alexander, I can't believe it. How did you get into the castle?
Well, actually, it's a little hard to explain.
I bet. You run a terrible risk of being here, though. The castle is crawling with guard dogs, especially today. The Vizier will have your hide if he finds you.
I know that, Jallo. But Cassima is being married today. What greater risk is there than that?
Of course you're right. Young love. I forgot what heartburn it is. But what are you supposed to do about it?
I've got to try to see her. Maybe even stop the wedding.
Is that all? And here I thought you would try something dangerous.
Don't worry about me, friend. Just tell me, where is Cassima?
As far as I know, she's still in her bedroom upstairs. You'd never make it up there, though. The guard dogs are everywhere, and they're very loyal to the crown. Unfortunately, right now the crown means Al-Hazred. If we had proof of something truly afoul, the guard dogs might listen. As it is, they're your enemies, not his.
I understand. I've had no lack of enemies since I got here. In fact, you'd almost think I wasn't welcome.
There's probably a good reason why so many wish to harm you. I believe the Vizier's genie has learned of your presence on the islands.
Tell me about this genie.
Alhazred brought the genie with him when he came to this kingdom. It is seldom the genie will take human life himself. Usually he is more of a trickster and a spy. But that doesn't mean he isn't dangerous. In fact, he is quite powerful. If, for example, we could get the genie's lamp, then you could master the genie. Alhazred and all our other problems would be solved.
Is that merely wishful thinking? Or do you have something in mind?
Well, I admit I have often daydreamed about owning that lamp. My fingers are nimble enough, and I could probably find a chance to steal it. Unfortunately, the theft would be detected immediately, and I happen to prefer my neck attached to my body.
If the theft were detected.
Exactly. So, I have also thought if I had a replica of the genie's lamp, an exact replica, I just might be able to... where would we get a replica of the genie's lamp? Dreaming's pleasant, but I'm afraid it won't help to stop the wedding. But for Cassima's sake, well, I wish you luck. I'll be here if you can think of anything I can do to help.
Thanks, Jallo.
And here's our replica lamp.
Alexander has obtained a new lamp made of blue-colored glass with a tall, thin neck and a cork-like cap.
I've been thinking of what you said about swapping a replica for the genie's lamp. I got this lamp from the old lamp seller in town. Do you think it will pass?
Why, yes! It's an exact replica. That's amazing. How did you guess?
I suppose it was intuition.
I'll have to wait for the right moment, mind you. But I should be able to get close enough to swap this for the real thing, and none shall be the wiser. Now you shall see Jallo's skill.
I'm sure your hands are mightier than my sword, my clever friend.
Go ahead and do as you've planned, and let me worry about swapping the lamp. If I accomplish the trickery, I'll manage to get the lamp to you somehow. You never fear.
I have faith, Jallo. You are a true friend.
Oh, shucks. I'd do anything for the princess.
We just have to wait for him to mosey on out. Okay.
A closed door on the north wall bears a small brass plaque. The plaque reads, "Guard Room." Uh-oh. In the corner is a suit of armor of ancient design. Its right arm beckons slightly.
So this is the suit of armor the ghost was talking about.
Remembering what the little boy ghost said, Alexander experiments with the suit of armor. He pushes down, then pulls up on the knight's right arm. A secret passage. Alexander hears the sound of voices coming from nearby. Alexander peers through the chink in the wall.
Captain, I've been hearing rumors from the guards who've been watching the princess. They say lately she's been pounding on her door and begging to be let out. Ain't none of my business, sir, but news like that is upsetting the other dogs. Ain't no guard in the castle who would willingly keep the princess anywhere she don't want to be.
Alhazred claims that a foreign intruder is here to assassinate her. That's why she's got to be kept under lock and key, right up until the wedding.
Call me an old dog that can't learn new tricks, but I say the princess should be the one given the orders.
Alhazred has been in charge for months, what with the king's death and Cassima's mourning. Tonight, the wedding will seal it, and there's nothing we can do about it. Like him or not, he's our liege. Need I remind you of your oath to the crown?
Aye, we've an oath. For the sake of the princess, we'll not be forgetting it. He'd just better treat her well.
Speaking of the Vizier, what do you reckon he's keeping in that magical room of his?
It's not a magic room. It's just the door he's enchanted somehow. I say he's still got the royal treasury in there, along with whatever else he's so eager to protect. Not even the court treasurer is allowed in there anymore.
I heard him in the hall the other day. He was speaking of that door. Black magic is what I say. I heard him say, Ali, but then Bay came up and started yapping at me.
Enough! It is not our place to question the practices of our liege, no matter how strange. The wedding will be starting soon. Report to the throne room when you hear the music start.
Okay. I didn't really inspect it when I came in, but there is a door right by right across from the cells, the prison cells. It has no handle on it. And that's the door they're talking about.
That was a climb. Alexander hears the faint sound of a woman crying nearby. Alexander peers through the chinks in the wall, trying to locate the source of the crying sounds. Alexander's palms begin to sweat and his heart to race. It's Cassima. He's found her.
Psst! Princess Cassima!
What? Who's there?
It is I, Alexander. I'm here behind this wall.
My, how suave that sounds.
Alexander? It really is you. Oh, I knew you were close by, but how did you get inside the castle walls?
It's a long story and not important now. You did get my ring.
Oh, yes. It has brought me such comfort, Alexander, to know you were close by and had not forgotten. But you shouldn't be here. You're only endangering yourself.
I don't care about the danger. I would brave anything to learn.
What is it?
Alhazred, do you want to wed him, Cassima?
Oh, please believe me when I say that I never agreed to marry that man. Even when my father trusted Abdul absolutely. I never liked him. But with mother and father gone, I'm afraid there's no stopping him.
If you do not wish to marry him, Cassima, you shall not. I promise you. Only come with me now, and we shall escape.
How? I cannot fit through this wall. Besides, do you think I could leave my kingdom, my people, in Abdul's hands? But Abdul would tear the castle apart if I were to disappear from my room. You shall have to do what you can to delay his plans from your end.
I can't just leave you here.
Alexander, do not despair for me. I have been safe in this room for nearly 6 months now. Abdul can be in no hurry, whatever he plans. After all, I'm to be his bride, am I not? I have been planning too, you see. I believe I can escape. If I can only get a chance to lay my hands on a weapon, there might be an opportunity in the hustle of the wedding.
But
Shh, just a moment more, then you must go. Let us not waste time with words. Please, let me just look at you, dear Alexander.
Alright, let's give her a weapon.
Here, take this dagger. It's not much, but it might come in handy.
Why, it's perfect. This is just the sort of thing I've been looking for. Thank you, Alexander. I'll keep it close and use it if I must.
Alexander looks with longing at the fair Cassima. She's even more beautiful than he remembered.
Someone's coming!
The lock on Cassima's door rattles abruptly.
Alexander, hurry! Step away before they see you!
Alexander hears scuffling and a woman's brief cry from the other side of the wall. Then, silence. Alexander looks through the chinks in the wall, anxious to see what the commotion was about. Cassima is gone. Where could they have taken her? How could he have let them take her?
A fine rescuer I'm turning out to be.
Alexander hears the sound of scratching coming from the other side of the wall. Alexander looks through the chink in the wall.
Dear Shadrach, salutations from the Society of the Black Cloak, etc., etc. My long preparations are about to come to fruition. In a matter of minutes, I will wed the lovely Cassima. Once I've established my power and my crown, I can stage another accident. The princess has proven infuriatingly stubborn, as you know. She's becoming quite a dangerous little thorn in my side. In a way, it is a shame I have to kill her. She is lovely and would be amusing to keep around, but I can't risk her talking treason to one of the guards. So far, I've managed to keep her locked away, but I can't continue that forever. Well, on to it now. I'd send her to you, but as you know, I had no luck in doing so with Mordak. I close in triumph. King Abdul al-Hazred. I think it's about time to see if Shamir has taken care of the wench as I asked. It's almost time for the wedding.
All his dark plans.
The Vizier's words fill Alexander with blazing anger and fear for Cassima's life.
That blackguard! That murderous swine! He'll not have his way if I have anything to say about it.
There's a vague outline of what appears to be a door on the wall. Alexander sees lots of black cloaks. There's a box of ebony on the table. Alexander opens the ebony box and looks inside. Inside the ebony box is a piece of paper with the word Zebu printed on it.
Okay, that's part of the passcode to get into that secret room.
The trunk is locked.
Okay, that's where we use the skeleton key.
Alexander inserts the skeleton key in the trunk's lock and turns it. He hears a click. Alexander opens the trunk. It looks like the owner of this trunk is quite the correspondent. The stack of letters appears to be ordered by date because the top one is dated only a month ago. Alexander picks up the most recent letter and examines it. The letter is addressed to Abdul al-Hazred from the wizard Shadrach. It reads, "Greetings to a brother of the Black Cloak. I was sorry to hear of great Mordak's death, though he was a bit of a ninny at chess. It seems the plans for that little kingdom of yours are coming along. I must congratulate you on your handling of the king and queen. Isolating the island so that no protest could develop was another brilliant stroke. It looks like there's not much left to stand in your way. Do as I recommended with the girl, and you shall have your crown."
That fiend!
Our evidence of his betrayal.
Alexander crawls back through the wardrobe to reach the secret passage.
So, King's Quest VI starts to tie in together the evil mages through the Society of the Black Cloak, but that's about it. It doesn't really go anywhere after this game. I always thought that the premise had some intrigue to it, though, and I'm not the only one. It's a subject that some of the fan games have picked up on and tried to fill out a little bit more. The unofficial remakes of King's Quest 2 and 3, which fill in more game lore and backstory, have more references to the Black Cloaks, and also the Silver Lining, which was an unofficial fan sequel. I also found that game interesting because it's set here in the land of the Green Isles, so you can explore a lot more of the islands. Okay, so...
There's a strange door on the west wall. There doesn't appear to be any handle or keyhole on the...
This is the door we talked to.
Since the door on the west wall has no visible knob or handle, Alexander decides to try to open it with his voice. He composes his words carefully.
Ali Zebu.
Listen, door. I would have you open. Ali Zebu.
It worked. Alexander is standing in the Castle of the Crown's treasure room. The soft-toned room seems very secure. Along the walls are trunks and caskets, probably full of the kingdom's treasure. In the middle of the room is a low table. A small table graces the middle of the room. The table is covered by a velvet drapery. The initials AA are embroidered on the drapery.
Abdul Al-Hazred?
AA? That must stand for Abdul Al-Hazred.
Yes.
Alexander pulls the drapery aside, curious as to what might lie underneath. On the table is a coat of arms with the head of a beast on the crest.
Beast said that his coat of arms was stolen by the Druids. This must be it.
On the table is a miniature oak tree. It looks very old.
That must be the sacred miniature oak that the Druids thought the Winged Ones stole.
On the table is a fleece made of gold.
That fleece must belong to the Winged Ones, and they thought the Isle of Wonder had taken it.
On the table is a strange-looking stone that's giving off an odd, high-pitched noise.
That must be the Isle of Wonder's singing stone. Didn't the queens think that the beast had stolen it?
As Alexander looks at the objects on the table, he realizes the depth of the Vizier's cunning. It must have been the Vizier or an accomplice who stole that one thing most precious to each island, and then leaked rumors that one of the other islands was responsible.
What did the Vizier have to gain by causing the islands to hate one another?
They'd be too distracted that they wouldn't see what's going on.
Alexander hears the sound of music coming from the east. It sounds somewhat classical, but... oh no, it's wedding music. Alexander hears a door of the North Hall open. Then, the sound of guard dog footsteps. The footsteps are headed this way. Alexander hears the sound of a guard's footsteps coming from the north. Wait, there are more footsteps approaching from the west. Now what?
Only one way to go.
Alexander looks cautiously around the Grand Hall, but there are no guard dogs to be seen. The wedding music is coming from behind those two large doors.
Prince Alexander, here. The Vizier will have my head for allowing you within a mile of the royal wedding. Since you are of noble birth, I will give you 5 seconds to explain your presence here before killing you. I warn you, it had better be good.
Alexander is carrying a letter taken from the Vizier's trunk. Alexander is carrying a message.
It's this one.
Wait! If you love your princess, you'll hear me out. The Vizier is not what he appears to be. Cassima is in terrible danger. I have proof that this is so. For your princess's sake, you must believe me.
Let me see that.
Saladin reads the letter, his sword point still against Alexander's throat. Alexander watches the guard dog's noble face darken with rage.
This is treason. I'll have his throat. But how do I know this letter is not a forgery? You could have written this yourself.
But I did not. Have you no doubts of your own about Ahasuerus? Don't you see? All he wants is the crown. Cassima is being coerced. We must stop the wedding.
It is true. I have had my suspicions about the Vizier, especially when King Caliphim and Queen Alaria died. But I have seen Cassima with him several times. She appears to be quite happy, even enthusiastic. I don't believe she could love him if he truly were so wicked.
I cannot believe for a moment that she loves that snake.
A jilted lover would not believe it. But come, see for yourself.
The captain of the guard leads Alexander into the throne room, where a ceremony seems to be in progress. Alexander feels his blood run cold at the sight.
I, Cassima, declare Abdul al-Hazred as my lawful and beloved husband and king of this realm.
But, Cassima, what are you saying?
Do you still claim that the princess is being forced? Perhaps it's you that's the danger, as the Vizier has said.
Alexander approaches the wedding party.
Prince Alexander here? This is an outrage! How dare you allow this traitor to get past you, Saladin? You stupid mutt! Can't you even keep the castle free of assassins during your own princess's wedding? Kill him! Kill him now!
Lord Alhazred, with all due respect, you are not quite king yet. And this is a wedding ceremony, not an execution.
What? How dare you contradict me, you flea-bitten mongrel! I gave a direct order. Obey me, or feel my wrath.
Milady, I apologize for my behavior, but I am yours to command in all things. I wanted merely to hear your own wishes from your own lips. Tell me what it is that you wish me to do with this young man, and I will obey.
Why, Captain, you heard my dear Abdul. If he wishes this atrocious young man's death, then I want nothing more than to see him get his wish. Obey thy liege now and always.
As you wish, Princess.
Just as Saladin prepares to run Alexander through with his sword, a shout is heard from the direction of the Grand Hall.
Hold! In the name of the true king!
King Caliphim and Queen Alaria burst into the throne room, looking alive and well and full of wrath. Behind them, a line of supporters look prepared to battle, if necessary, for their beloved royal couple.
Cassima, darling, are you all right? Has he hurt you?
Hands off of her, you murderous goat!
If I want your advice, I'll ask for it, Mother.
But, Caliphim, that's not Cassima. I'd know my daughter anywhere.
What have you done with our daughter, you devil?
The lovely image of Cassima suddenly bursts into smoke and is replaced by the Vizier's Genie.
Why, you conniving serpent!
Get him, guards! Saladin, your sword!
Drat it all! You may have ruined my plans, but you won't get me, or your precious Cassima. Get them, Shamir! I command you!
He's getting away! Stop him!
Yes, sire, as soon as I deal with this genie.
Well, if he can't, I will. Let's go get him.
Alexander, be careful. Alhazred has a sword.
Shut up, wench! Shamir Shamazel! Get in here!
Here I am, master!
It's about time, you bumbling fool! How could you let him follow me?
Well, there were the guard dogs, master, and then...
Never mind! Just kill him! Kill him now!
As you wish, master. Razzle, dazzle, snap and snazzle!
Alexander, I did it! I swapped the lamps! Here, quick, take it!
Bless you, Jalo. I knew you could do it. Now get clear, friend.
No argument there, my lord. Good luck!
Thank you, Jalo.
Shamir Shamazel, hold your spells. I am your master now. I order you to go back into your lamp.
How did you get my lamp? You thief! You've ruined me!
My lamp! Oh, thank Valhalla! I hated working for that loathsome creature. I already feel his nastiness leaving me. How I've longed for a master like you. I've got a new master. I've got a new master.
Now I've got a genie.
So you are a thief as well, Alexander. Stealing the lamp was very clever, I'll grant you that. But I am the master thief. Face my sword if you dare. The man left standing shall have the lamp.
So shall it be, Alhazred. I don't need the genie to deal with a coward like you.
Inspiration, Alexander fixes upon the only weapon in sight.
Zounds! This sword must weigh a ton.
Good. Then you shall only fail sooner, my prince. So, the mouse would bite?
This mouse shall bite, as you shall soon see. Or should I say, soon feel?
Ha! You can barely lift that sword, my prince. Better to lay it down now. I promise to dispatch you with little pain.
A tempting offer. But I think I'll wait and see what this sword can do.
Suit yourself.
Alexander's arms start to tremble under the effort of wielding the huge sword. His muscles are nearing exhaustion.
Ha! And so it ends.
Not if I can help it, you murderer!
Cassima thrusts the small dagger into Alhazred's shoulder with all her might.
Ah! You dare raise a finger to me? You will regret that, princess.
And that's
Cassima,
it.
Are you all right?
I'm fine, Alexander. I was just so afraid for you.
There's no need to fear anymore, Princess.
Yes, I know. How can I ever repay you? For myself, for my kingdom.
It was not in me to let harm come to you. Can you find it in you, Princess, to give me more than your gratitude?
Alexander, what are you saying?
I love you, Cassima. Would you ever consider... Do you think you could... marry me?
Could you ever have doubted it, my prince? Oh! Guards!
Princess Cassima, are you well?
I'm quite well, thank you. Please take Abdul and put him in the dungeon. See to it that he gets a doctor.
Yes, Majesty.
One week later,
Cassima and Alexander ask Captain Saladin to perform their wedding ceremony. Saladin is honored to do so.
On this historical day of great joy in the land of the Green Isles, we witness the union of Cassima, beloved princess of this realm, and Alexander, Prince of Daventry. Do you, Prince Alexander of Daventry, take Princess Cassima to be your wife, to love and to cherish for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
And do you, Princess Cassima of the land of the Green Isles, take Prince Alexander to be your husband, to love and to cherish for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Do you have a ring?
I have Alexander's royal insignia ring.
Very good. Please place the ring on Cassima's finger. Who gives this bride to be wed?
Her mother and I willingly give our daughter's hand in wedlock.
Who will speak for the groom?
I will. Alexander's mother and I recognize his marriage to Princess Cassima with glad hearts and sanction this union.
Then, Alexander and Cassima, I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
Congratulations, my children. I have an important question for you both. Please hear me.
Yes, sire?
Alexander, I welcome you into our family with open arms. I place trust in Alhazred because I so badly wanted a son and a husband for my beloved daughter. I was wrong. But you are true and good, Alexander. You have proven yourself to all my people.
Thank you, sire.
Olaria and I have been through much. Even though we have returned to our kingdom, I do not think we are able to reign again. Will you two consider the crown? I know as king and queen, you can heal this small kingdom from all the damage that Alhazred has inflicted upon it.
Oh, Father.
Why, I'm honored. What do you think, Cassima?
I love my homeland, Alexander. I would be happy to stay and serve it all my days.
Father, I believe I'm needed here. Would you be very disappointed if...
Son, you must follow your destiny. I do believe the land of the Green Isles needs you. You'll be a magnificent king, though dearly missed in Daventry.
Then, I accept.
Oh, my boy, what a man you've become. And how I will miss you.
Don't worry, Mother. With Shamir's powers, we'll be able to visit often. I'm not about to forget my family.
Congratulations, Alexander. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, dear sister.
Oh, Alexander, I'm so glad. Between the return of my beloved parents and our new reign, you've made me so happy.
I'm glad I could make up for some of your suffering, my beautiful wife.
Congratulations, King Alexander. When we return home to Daventry, your crew will be glad to hear that their battle at sea was worthwhile in bringing forth a new monarch.
We were so worried when your men arrived home without you, son. I'm so thankful that you are safe and happy.
And I am as grateful that my crew did not pay for my driven heart.
You have only brought us all good fortune, sire. With Shamir saved and his power used for good, reuniting the islands will be far easier. He has already repaired the ferry. Your road will be easier now that the islands are no longer feuding. Already the wounds are starting to heal.
Yes, my love. Discovering the island's stolen treasures has done more to bring peace to this land than anything else. It is now clear that Alhazred had Shamir steal each of the island's most valued treasures, then blame the thefts on others to cause the islands to hate each other.
Now let us celebrate our good fortune. The evil that has plagued this land is done, and a new reign begins. Long live King Alexander and Queen Cassima.
Long live King Alexander! Long live Queen Cassima! Long live the land of the Green Isles! Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
And this concludes my playthrough of King's Quest VI. If you enjoyed this content, please feel free to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, I hope you come back for more, and now we can let the credits close out the rest of this video with a 90s power ballad.
You seem so far away, and I just need to hear your voice. I just need to hear you say, if you would have me go or stay. Girl in the tower, I'm reaching out. Please tell me what to do. Girl in the tower, I'm calling out. My heart cries out for you. I saw your face, and I felt our souls embrace. If it's not meant to be this way, why do you haunt me night